What is up, guys? Welcome back to Casey's movie reviews. So last night I watched Dr. No, the first James Bond movie. So the reason I watched this was I had to watch Thunderball for my history of movies class that I am currently in. I don't know if that's like the fourth or the fifth one that Sean Connery made, but yeah, we watched that for class, and it kind of made me want to watch the first one. And after watching this, I might watch all of them. I might try, even though there's like 25 or 26. I've actually only seen Dr. No, Thunderball, and then Casino Royale, which I like a lot, and Skyfall, but I don't remember what happens in Skyfall. So I'm pretty behind on the James Bond movies. So yeah, I might watch all of them and see what I think, because it's a pretty long-lasting series. So my initial thoughts, no spoilers here. I thought it was a cool first one for the series. They introduced the character well and what the whole problem was. And I just figured out yesterday that the movies are all based on books, or most of the old ones at least, before the author died. So I thought that was kind of weird. I didn't realize that, but it makes sense. I liked how there were no dumb spy gadgets in this movie. A lot of the later ones, like in Thunderball, there's like a lot of silly things are happening that I guess were inventive at the time, but for this movie they didn't have really much of that, like silly, dumb spy gadgets. And I also liked how James Bond in this movie wasn't overly a womanizer. Still a little bit, but not too much. He does sleep with a few women in this movie too, I think, but I don't think that he was being rapey at all. And I also liked how this whole movie was shot in Jamaica, pretty much. All the Jamaican scenes were actually shot in Jamaica. That's pretty cool. And there were also some goofs, which is alright. I mean, that's going to happen, especially in an old movie like this, where they don't have all the technology and probably didn't have the money to go reshoot a bunch of these big scenes. So yeah, overall, I thought it was alright. The mission is respectable with what he has to do. It's not like stupid or anything. It seems to make sense. And so now that is going to conclude the no spoiler section. So if you don't want to have anything spoiled from this movie, Dr. No, I would recommend going and watching it now and coming back. Or just ending it now, and yeah, let me know. So for spoilers, like I said, there were some goofs, like when they're hiding in the sand as they're getting shot at. I saw that there were I heard that there were like ricocheting noises, even though the bullets were going straight into sand. That doesn't make any sense. There were also a few other things throughout, but it didn't really matter that much. I liked Sean Connery a lot. I thought that he played the role really well. He's pretty collected. He's a smooth guy, attractive. I thought that there was a lot of intuitive shooting techniques and filmmaking techniques, and that's always fun to see, especially for such an old movie. But I was kind of confused on what Dr. No was doing in total. I must have not been paying super close attention when they introduced his whole operation. So I was kind of confused on that, but I sort of figured it out as I went on, and you can always read a synopsis afterwards if you missed anything. I usually do that on IMDb. So I am clearer on what he was doing now. I thought that the underwater scene where they use the reed to breathe through the water. I thought that was pretty cool. Just quick thinking like that is something James Bond would do, and it worked. And I thought that this movie set up future movies well, with a likable character taking down someone from the Spectre organization, which we learned about too. That just kind of puts your mind, or it gives you some thoughts that Spectre is more than just Dr. No. So like there's going to be more Spectre guys coming that have world domination, whatever, and James Bond is always going to stop them. I did think that the fight at the end was a little underwhelming. Kind of just broke out of his jail cell right away through the vent. I guess they tried to blow it up as he looked, but it didn't really seem to matter. Got through the pipes pretty easily, took out a employee really easily, and then just walked in to where they were doing everything and sabotaged it. So I guess it was pretty smart, but it all happened so fast and wasn't much fighting, kind of just pushed him in the water, and so it could have been a little bit better maybe. I guess with a movie that's like an hour and 45 minutes rather than, I think Thunderball was like 2 hours and 20 minutes. So with a little bit more screen time, they can probably do more stuff like that. Also, the budget was only $1 million. So maybe they didn't have the money, which makes sense for a first movie like this. Yeah, it sets up Spectre really well. So I liked it. It wasn't bad. I don't know if I liked it better than Thunderball or worse. I guess just as a first, it's a little bit of nostalgia for being the first one. But then Thunderball had a huge budget, so like they could do a lot cooler things in that movie, like the whole underwater fight, if you've seen that one. So there just wasn't quite enough money for this, but I still did like it. Probably liked Thunderball a little more, even though it was a little bit more silly. So yeah, that probably concludes this section. Did you guys like it? If you've seen it. If so, let me know in the comment section if you want. Make sure to like this video so that I want to keep making videos like this, and subscribe for the same reason. Comment. I would love to hear what you thought about the movie also. I love to have conversations about movies because I seem to be liking every movie and some people don't, and I want to hear why, because I think movies are fun. And then you can follow me on Letterboxd if you want. The link will be in the comments or in the description, but that is gonna be Casey Hersma 36. Follow me on Letterboxd. Thank you for watching this video. I am wearing 2 hats. See you later.